Welcome to the Genuinely You podcast channel, which is packed with advice and tips on how to live your life with purpose. Do you wish you felt happy and fulfilled? Are you feeling stuck, wishing things could be better? Are you ready to take some action and create the life you want? To start living an empowered life, you need to recognize and make full use of the power and freedom that comes from being genuinely you. Your host is Gina Gardner, a #1 best-selling author whose whole life has been about supporting people to achieve personal empowerment, helping people just like you recognize that they can.
How to avoid destroying your relationship by playing games. We all play games. Now, I'm not talking about football or cards or tiddlywinks. I'm talking about the games we play with ourselves and others. I'm not going to listen to what you have to say, even if it makes perfect sense, because if I do it, it'll make the you right and me wrong game. Or the I won't tell you what I really want or need. You should notice without my saying anything, and when you don't, I'll feel hurt, rejected, frustrated, and or angry. I'll play the martyr game. Or the poor little me, no one understands how hard it's been. It's the all right for everybody else game. Or when people ask me to do things, I always say yes, even though I really don't want to do it. But then I feel resentful or angry because I don't feel as if I have any choice, or that's the only way I can feel I have any value game. Or my parents didn't or don't love me because they're always telling me what to do. They don't give me enough attention. They gave my brother or my sister a better deal than me, or they're always criticizing game. Or my boss is a bee, he's always on my case game. The games we play are as numerous and as varied as there are people. In essence, the games are always based on the stories we tell ourselves about the things which happen in our lives. These stories keep us stuck in a pattern of beliefs and behaviours which are great if they're empowering, but all too often they're destructive and limiting. Once we create a story, we then start to look for evidence to support that story. And of course, if you look hard enough, you'll always find evidence to support any belief. As time goes on, we stack more and more evidence to support our story. Is it based on truth? Well, it's based on our perception of the truth, which is an entirely different precept. In reality, our perception of the truth can be empowering, neutral, or destructive. You can choose to see your partner as neglectful and uncaring, or as someone who's driven to work unreasonable hours because of the needs which drive them, or the need to support the family and pay for the things that you enjoy. The amazing thing is that as soon as you give up the need to play the game, magic can happen. If you can give up the need to be right, or the need to position yourself as the one who has been treated badly, you can begin to see the situation through fresh eyes. And as soon as you do that, solutions which had previously been hidden from view begin to emerge. So think very carefully about the games you play. Until now, they will generally have been unconscious. That doesn't stop them being incredibly destructive. Think carefully about the patterns of behaviour you run in your life. If they're empowering to you and those around you, then keep going. But where you're left a victim, a martyr, angry, resentful, or depressed, where there are winners and losers, look for the game which underpins the process. You will need to be extremely honest with yourself, and you may not actually like what you reveal. Imagine yourself as an independent observer, watching and listening to what you do and say, and to what you don't. Listen to the tone of voice. Look at the body language. Be conscious of the feelings which precede your actions, and also those that you actually experience in the aftermath. What we often find is that early experiences have been triggered by something that other people have done, and it takes us back to being that 5-year-old, that 7-year-old. Acknowledging that you play games is the first step, and identifying what they are and what they give you is the second. The third, and probably the most powerful stage, is to tell the person that you recognise that you're playing games and what you've been doing, and to say you're sorry. To open the dialogue so that both of you can start to do things a different way. Remember, if somebody wins, somebody has to lose. Rather than find your way or their way, find a different way. Completing those 3 stages offers you the opportunity to redesign your existing relationships with your partner, your parents, friends, relations, children, your boss, but most importantly, with yourself.
You've just been listening to another great Genuinely You podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Genuinely You is a culmination of Gina's work, spanning over 30 years, of helping people learn what makes them feel happy and truly fulfilled, and how to achieve it. Please visit genuinely-you.com today to find out more.